We train with rocks and sticks. It's 3 basic moves. We do a lower body squatting activity, booyah. We do an upper body pressing activity, yeah. And then we do an upper body pulling activity. And then we do it in different dimensions, through different speeds, through different intensities.
So when you get in the bedroom, you can give the missus some real new tricks.
And that's what it's all about. Because why do people want to look better? To get more sex. Because we're humans. Because we're animals!
Sex! Sex sells, baby! Woo! Health nut in the park, working out, getting healthy, what's happening? So I want to bring in my friend Josh, who I met in the park, and he's out there.
What's up?
He's out there teaching cool stuff, really intelligent, like Neanderthal anthropological elements. So Josh, please come in and tell us your philosophy and your story.
Definitely, Health Nut. Would love to. Being an evolved species as I am, one of the higher primates, I'm lucky enough to actually adapt myself almost instantaneously to my work that I do on a daily basis. And basically it's reverted back into the caveman days where I'm just playing with rocks and sticks.
Sticks and rocks,
and
we love it!
And that's what we're gonna do now. Plantar fascia, number one thing, it's on the bottom of your foot. Its number one, function is to decelerate the foot when it hits the ground. And as you know, being, bipeds and all, we hit the ground quite a bit. And if we can kind of solve that problem, and a lot of the dilemmas today, especially with, ankle, knee, and hip stability, we can kind of move on to that higher progressed state of exercise that actually induces a physiological change in the body. So if I can actually strengthen up the ankle, the knee, and the hip to that point of structural integrity where it says, wow, I'm strong, now I can run up that flight of stairs, I can do that split squat, I can freaking run for that basketball without hesitation, without even freaking thinking I'm gonna be injured, that's where we're at, that's where we need to be. Instead, most people are in the opposite. They're de-evolving.
So wait a second. So what you're talking about is this is setting up a foundation.
Exactly.
Setting up a foundation so you could potentially stack muscle upon that, or you could build better endurance.
Exactly.
But if you don't have it, then you're setting yourself up on a false premise,
which is called the cumulative injury cycle. If you don't, it's big. It's the biggest word I know. But it's just like a building. If you don't have a strong foundation, you can only go so high. So if you don't have, that plantar fascia, that ankle stability, that knee stability, that hip stability, you're pretty much, working from the hips up, which, everybody's seen those guys, right? They're just like this. And they have no functionability. They're super slow and,
big muscles, big pecs.
Big muscles, big pecs, which, today's society says, yeah, that's good to look at, but is it really functional? Can I really perform all the necessary actions that, being a human being, I want to do? I want to climb that tree. I want to go run on that beach. I want to pick up a bag of sand and carry it somewhere just because I can.
How about I want to kill my fucking food and eat it?
Yeah. My ultimate goal is to be able to move in 3 dimensions. So when I say 3 dimensions, I'm actually talking more like triangulation. Like we have 2 feet, 2 arms. This is triangulation. So I'm always kind of moving from one point to the other.
Like Leonardo da Vinci's...
exactly.
Whatchamacallit, man.
Exactly. That guy. I forgot his name, but he's up there. If I can do that, not only do I improve my coordination pattern and improve my recruitment pattern, but now I'm starting to form new neurons and new tissue that says, wow, because I have to learn this process, because I'm so, evolving on a constant rate, that I'm gonna create new neurons, I'm gonna shoot more voltage through that synapse, I'm gonna have a bigger neurotransmitter response, I'm gonna elicit more hormones to get me crazy so I can actually do the things that I wanna do in life, which is just live. I wanna increase the amount of voltage in my brain.
Wow, so you're talking about getting the brain to make the body function at an optimal level. Is that what you're talking about?
It's craziness, I know, but that's basically what it is. It's just making those things just fire harder and giving you life energy, basically.
Woo!
It's life. So when you have a lot of that running through you, you feel alive. At least I do.
Yeah, that's great. So tell me a little bit about the guy you studied with that created the Viper.
Oh, Michel Dalcourt. Canadian, nothing against that, but he, he definitely has his own peculiarities. He, taught NHL hockey players. He was a strength coach for one of the major teams up there. And all of a sudden, he was, they were doing a scrimmage between, you know, one of the local teams that were just basically made up of farm kids. And all of a sudden these farm kids were coming on the court and outperforming his guys. And he's this strength coach being, hey, this isn't supposed to happen. So what he did, he's kind of went back and said, what are these farm kids doing that my guys aren't doing? And sure enough, they weren't doing anything. They were just doing farm work. They were baling hay. They were shoveling shit. They were taking things, you know, and putting up somewhere else, hammering, putting up fences, getting the cows to come home, all that stuff that farmers do. I wish I knew more about it, but I don't because I'm a city boy. But all that stuff that farmers do, basically utilizing the whole body on a continuous basis through multiple dimensions with never knowing what the next challenge is. So when we have a, you know, predisposed, you know, idea of what the next weight is we're gonna, you know, lift, our body almost naturally adapts to that. And so we never really get the full benefit of just kind of trying to guess what's gonna happen next, because that's what, you know, that's how we got to this point to begin with. We're really good at guessing or at just being able to react to just the unpredictable nature of life. And that's what I like about my training. There's nothing set, there's no structure. I mean, it's structured, but there's no immediate structure.
You never know what to expect.
You never know what to expect.
Climbing a tree, stepping on rocks, swinging some bamboo.
Yep.
Eating some raw bison testicles.
If anybody's out there watching that would like to have some kind of, you know, philosophy induced upon them that I teach, please realize that
you can write programs for people.
We write programs basically at 3 different levels. So first level is just learning how to recruit muscles. Second level is just learning how to recruit a coordination pattern. And then third level is putting all that together and just being able to go ballistic. But it really is a progressive state because you can't just go from 0 to 60 instantaneously. It really takes time for your body to adapt, and it's about slow adaptation because it's taken us millions of years to get this far. We're not going to lose 15 pounds in 1 week, and we're not going to gain a ton of muscle in a month. In the course of 3 or 4 years, maybe you'll get to where you want to be. So it's a very small adaptation process. Nothing occurs fast.
And that's what I like working with Josh, because I know, you know, at my age, I'm 47, I'm getting back into shape, and I've been injured before, and with injuries, you're out for a month or 2. So Josh has been very slow with me. He's been very gracious. He's not like, more, you know, pain, no gain, no pain, gain. You got, hey, get off your ass, man.
And and that's another great point is everybody's heard proprioception, the ability to tell what your body's doing in space. There's another internal receptor. It's called nociceptor. It's the pain receptors that are responsible for actually transmitting what's going on inside your body. So inside your body, you can tell whether or not something's good for you. So it's really easy to say, is this exercise actually good for my joint? Because I feel it a lot on my left knee, but I don't feel it on my right knee. Is my right knee getting stronger? What's going on? So if you feel something that's maybe asymmetrical or to one side, or it's a joint, and it's not that direct muscle tissue fatigue, then it's going to be wrong. So if you're not feeling...
It's going to be out of balance.
It's out of balance.
And what did you say about balance the other day?
Balance is the key to life. If you're a balanced body, you are as healthy as you can be. Because if you can stand on one toe, everything else has to be in line, right?
And if you're not balanced...
And if you're not balanced, then you're just one of these other, you know, people that are living...
Asymptomatic!
Exactly, asymptomatic.
Which doesn't mean healthy.
No.
Unless you're reading scientific medical journals.
Yeah. So we're going to cut out the guesswork, and we're not going to take the media or our friends' words. We're going to do it ourselves and see what happens.
Woo!
Craziness, I know.
All right, give me the rocks and sticks.
Rocks and sticks, baby. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. It's just to take the body to that little bit of uncomfortableness. Not much, just when it's a little bit uncomfortable. Just so it can adapt.
Woo! That was awesome. I'm energized, but I'm also relaxed. I got a little chemical soup cooking and
Exactly.
feeling good, but I'm feeling really relaxed. That last stretching really put me in the zone, and you didn't work me out too hard, but I got everything activated, and I feel like I got a good pump, and I feel like I'm making progress, even though I'm not going to the gym and
There's no
getting all crazy, getting all stressed out.
Yeah, it's hard to quantify because we don't have any weights. I mean, even though I did have these rocks custom ordered, I ordered them about 10,000 years ago, and they just now came in. What do you know? I got a couple now back on the back burner. Hopefully, hopefully the ocean will provide, as it always does, new weights. But yeah, that's another benefit. But the reason why you're feeling nice and relaxed is because now your body knows how to deal with those stress hormones. When you have, say, somebody sitting in traffic, being at a computer, doing their day-to-day all day long, and all of a sudden little something sets them off and they lose it because their body doesn't necessarily know how to process these stress hormones properly. But look at somebody like Larry Hamilton, or somebody that does, crazy, extreme stuff all day long. You put them in a traffic jam and they're zen, because that's almost a relaxed state for them, because they know how to deal with those stress hormones, because their body constantly processes them. And that's what's great about living life. It's just like, get your adrenaline up naturally by using what freaking they gave us, what the gods gave us. That's what I say.
Hallelujah. Jesus, amen.
Jesus, baby Jesus.
Big baby Jesus.
Big
Old
baby.
dirty bastard.
All of them, whoever you worship. I am the Guru Master Trainer up here in Santa Monica. You can get a hold of me at, you want phone number?
Whatever you feel comfortable with. Email's probably the
Because
best.
you usually got to buy me a couple drinks, dude. Now I'm going to do my email. It's joshua8378@gmail.com.